So nice to meet you. I'm speaking to you from Toronto, Canada. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I actually really want to go there. I've never been. I really want to go.
Well, I will be more than pleased to be your tour guide, but just come in the
Great.
summertime. It's summertime, okay?
Yeah, I think we have the same weather. We have like super snowy. Yeah.
You got it. We
Yeah.
definitely do. We only have a few minutes, but I really, really want to congratulate you on such a spectacular performance. I was riveted.
Thank you.
And I have to tell you something, being a mom of two boys, this one hit me more than any movie I've seen in a long time. So I wanted to know from you, Renate, when you were given this script, to me, it seemed like more of a challenge than maybe anything you've done before. What kind of hit you when you read this script?
Actually, it was. I didn't get it kind of the normal way because me and Halfdan, the director, we had done a short movie a few years
Yes.
ago before that. So Mm, actually, he kind of wrote this role from what he had seen me do in the theater,
Mm,
and that's a lot more expressive. And the dancing is also something that I'm very comfortable with, expressing a character's inner life through dancing or through something very expressive.
yeah.
And I remember because it took a long time to get money for this movie. So every time he rewrote the script and I got a new version, she was in more pain, and her situation were more intense, and she was even more like hyper vigilant. Is that the word? Like,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah.
but how do you find a way to kind of relate to Elizabeth? I mean, what she goes through and what the school puts her through and like it just brings up so many questions for me. And we'll talk about that in a second, but how do you relate to her and find your way in to make her so real for us?
I think to try to be honest, if you're in a situation where you actually lose control, because
Mhm.
most of the times you want to find a way to kind of minimize the conflict level and try to contain yourself. But I think it's just so important to her, and I don't think she's been in a fight in her life where she has to protect what she loves most, and
Yeah.
all her bad sides comes out. And I think we all have it in us as people where we don't really know. It's impossible to know exactly when you're in that space. You don't really know how to control yourself. So she doesn't really know when she's being manipulative and when
Yes.
she is. And I think going into those spaces as a person and trying to be honest with those spaces is it was really challenging.
Oh, I
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
Yeah, I
in a
would think
lot of
so.
pain. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I mean, yes, she's got a lot she's dealing with, but now she's got to deal with this and her young son. And who do you believe? And there's so many boundaries. And you talk about losing control. And I have to address your scene where you're sitting there and you just burst out laughing. And so many of us can relate to that. Sometimes we're at a funeral or we're somewhere where we really should not be laughing. You cannot control yourself. That scene, I gotta tell you, wow, how did you get through that? My goodness, fantastic job.
Thank you. I absolutely did not think that I was going to make it. I came in that morning, me and Halfdan, we had talked briefly about it in the rehearsals or reading the script, because you can't really rehearse that scene. And
Yeah,
I came in and I said, of course, it's impossible. I won't get to that space. But I think uh, a lot of the spaces where Elizabeth go is those impossible spaces, because as an actor, as a human being, as a character, you want to always find comfort and you want to stay in control. It's very hard for an actor to actually lose control. And I think I love analysis, so I go through the script finding a way to be in the headspace of being able to get there, and then it's just finding a way to actually lose control. And that is yeah, I feel I went a tiny bit crazy in that scene.
oh, worked. It totally worked. Well, oh my goodness, so great. We have one more time for one more question, and I want to ask you. You said you had worked with Alton on a short film, and now you're doing this big film with him. And I wanted to know what kind of the collaboration was on this, and how much he kind of just you get this great script. but how much he left in your lap to develop Elizabeth and where she goes.
I think we have a very strong collaboration. I think it's just something that you have chemistry with some people and you don't have with someone else. And our chemistry goes really, really deep. We have an understanding of people that we can't really put into words. So for us
Yeah.
being on set, we got so exhilarated by um he would by something that I did, and then he would pick it up because he would see that, and you depend on that as an actor, that someone actually sees the things you're trying. And we kind of bounced back and forth, almost with no words, just excitement and trying to discover her and find ways to develop her during the shoot. And we just had a lot of fun. We were laughing a lot, even though it was a lot of pain. We were laughing a lot about this.
Well, that's very important. You've got to keep
Yes.
serious things like this. You need some lightness. Well, listen, what a pleasure for me to meet you today and talk to you. You are so spectacular in this. And, you know, open
Thank you.
invitation, come to Toronto. I will take you around and show you.
I'm going to take your word on
I'm
that.
not even joking.
Yes.
I would
Okay,
love
great.
to talk to you more. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you so much for your time today and best of luck with everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you so
bye-bye.
much. Bye.